Welcome everyone. I am in my home, in my family room. So I'm here to give you another story of Oogie Boogie, the elephant yogi, of her friends. So today we're going to learn about relax. Today's topic is to relax. And when you want to relax is the title of our story that Kai is Oogie Boogie's new friend. So before we begin, let us begin our session with either the singing bowl, or this time I have my bell so we can connect. Alrighty. And then our next thing, let's do a couple of breathings 3 times as we inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. There we go. And as we begin our adventure of Kai, when you want to relax. It was Saturday. Oogie Boogie loved Saturdays. Many of the children she helped came back in Interville on Saturday for yoga class. Tara, Juan, Bob, and Sunsi had promised they would come again. Oogie Boogie was a happy elephant yogi. She was so happy that she did her happy elephant dance right there on the spot. She whirled and twirled and hopped. She wiggled her trunk, wagged her tail, and flapped her ears. After breakfast, Oogie Boogie began to walk through Interville. She walked through the forest and looked at the birds, the flowers, and the trees. She felt the twigs snap under her feet. She stepped onto an old wooden bridge that crossed the river and listened to the water that rushed by. Ahead of her was a wide open field. She smelled the fresh air and tasted the delicious grass that grew in the field. She did not see any children who needed her help, so she decided to take a shortcut through Pell Mell Park. Let's see what happens here. Pell Mell Park could be a dangerous place for children, but Oogie Boogie knew how to get through it safely. She would hurry through the park and get to her school early. She would open the doors and sweep the floor and set up yoga mats. She would be ready when the children arrived. Oogie Boogie turned left at the tall tree that marked the edge of the field. As she walked the path, it became narrow. The wind howled. She did not see or hear any birds. The trees were bare. Branches creaked and moaned and dipped and swayed. Oogie Boogie heard Pell Mell Park before she saw it. Music boomed and filled the air. It was huge. It had rides and arcades and booths that were candy, soda, and cookies were given away for free. Pell Mell Park was full of bright colors. She saw orange and yellow and red everywhere. The lights in the arcade blinked on and off, on and off, on and off. Oogie Boogie did not want to get stuck in Pell Mell Park, riding the roller coasters for hours, playing in the arcade, or eating candy, soda, or cookies. If she did, she would not have a clear mind. Oogie Boogie took in a deep breath and let out slowly, flatten her ears against her head to shut out the music, and began to run through Pall Mall Park. As she ran, the music got louder and louder. The rides went faster and faster. The blinking lights of the arcade hurt her eyes. The ears was filled with shouts. The air was filled with shouts of, "Get your free candy, soda, cookies, all you can eat. It's free, free, free. Come and get it now." The noise was awful. Suddenly, beneath the noise and the color and confusion, Oogie Boogie heard a sound. She spread her ears and turned toward it. She wanted to be sure what the sound was. She listened and turned her head right and left and listened harder. Yes, there it was. It was coming from behind the arcade. It was the sound of someone breathing hard and fast. Oogie Boogie couldn't believe her ears. A child was here in Pall Mall Park. She had to hurry. She followed the sound, and behind the arcade, she found a boy leaning against the wall, breathing hard and fast. His chest moved up and down. His eyes were wide open. His whole body was twitching and shaking. "Kai," said Oogie Boogie, what are you doing in Pall Mall Park? What's wrong?" Oogie Boogie knew Kai. He had come to Interville last year to learn how to relax. He was a straight-A student, but he had trouble sleeping at night and felt stressed out a lot. "Am I glad to see you, Oogie Boogie," said Kai. "I was on my way to yoga school, but I decided to stop and go on just one ride and play just one game and eat just one cookie. I wanted to have some fun, but the rides went too fast. The arcade was too noisy, and I guess I ate too many cookies. I couldn't find my way out of here. Now my stomach hurts. My brain feels like there are monkeys jumping inside my head. I feel yucky." Oogie Boogie was not surprised. Pall Mall Park was a safe place for kids and could be a lot of fun, but only if you stayed for a little while. It was easy to forget about how dangerous it could be. If children stayed too long, the noise, the lights, and all the bright colors could make them feel jumbled, tumbled, and mixed up. They could get sick from eating too much candy, soda, and cookies. They could get lost and not find a way out. Oogie Boogie knew what to do. "Let's do forward bends, Kai. They will help you calm down and relax." "Is there a quiet place where we can do them?" asked Kai. "No," said Oogie Boogie. "We have to do them right here in the middle of Pall Mall Park." "Can yoga work here?" asked Kai. "If you want it to, it will," said Oogie Boogie. I want it to," said Kai. Oogie Boogie and Kai did 4 different forward bends. They did a standing forward bend, a seated forward bend, downward face dog, and child pose. Here is what Oogie Boogie and Kai did in Pall Mall Park. Let's get through. Kai did the forward bends to relax his body, his breath, and his mind. He did child pose to rest. When he finished, Kai opened his eyes and smiled and said, "It worked. Forward bends worked. I feel relaxed. My stomach feels better. I am not twitching or shaking, and the monkeys aren't jumping around in my head anymore." "No more twitching and shaking," said Oogie Boogie. "No more stomach aches, and no more jumping monkeys. Sounds like we are ready to get you out of Pell Mell Park." Oogie Boogie wrapped her trunk around Kai's waist and gently lifted him onto her back and told him to hang tight. She ran as fast as she could through the music, past the rides, past the arcade and bright lights, and away from the loud calls for free candy, soda, and cookies. Soon the forest appeared ahead of them. Oogie Boogie and Kai could hear the sounds of birds and the wind blowing softly. Oogie Boogie slowed down as she walked along the forest path, and she asked Kai how things were going. "Much better," said Kai. "That's why I came to Interville today. I wanted to tell you that I've been doing my forward bends every night, no matter what. I'm sleeping better now. I don't wake up in the middle of the night as I used to, and I don't feel so stressed out." Are you still getting straight A's?" asked Oogie Boogie. "Yes," said Kai. "I'll show you." Oogie Boogie stopped and put Kai on the ground. Kai took his report card out of his pocket and showed it to Oogie Boogie. Next to all the subjects, Oogie Boogie saw the letter A. "Congratulations on your straight A's. I am glad that you are taking care of your stress, too," said Oogie Boogie. "Yes," said Kai. "Forward bends help me relax and stay calm, and even when I'm studying. My mom and dad are really proud of me." "I'm proud of you, Oogie Boogie, too." "I'm proud of you," said Oogie Boogie. Sorry. "Now we'd be better get to my yoga school. Would you like to do yoga works chant while we walk?" "Sure, let's chant," said Kai. "Repeat after me." Oogie Boogie lifted her trunk, opened her mouth, and sang, "Yoga works, number 1. I can also relax a little bit more." Kai sang out, "Yoga works, number 4. I can always relax a little bit more." Oogie Boogie and Kai went through the Interville. They walked and they talked and they chanted, "Yoga works, number 4. I can always relax a little bit more," over and over again. So there, my friends, is part of the chant. So each story has a different line of the chant. So this one went a little bit ahead because today's topic is about relax. So we wanted to make sure that we get that in. And there are pictures that we will put up in Google Classroom of the different poses that Oogie Boogie and Kai did. So I hope you enjoyed that story and you learned to relax. Whenever you're feeling stressed out or scared or just need to take a moment, you could do it anywhere. You can do yoga anywhere. Just a few poses just to get your body to relax. Forward bends are definitely the number 1 pose to really relax your body, to get everything situated in your mind and your heart and your body. So, thank you so much for being part of this story. And until next time, see you later. and namaste.